Hello, hello, folks. I think we are live. I don't know what's happening here exactly, but pretty sure we're live. Yeah, seems to be. Well, hello again, Internet. It's good to see you. Not sure why the might be that the image is square, or I don't know what's going on with this particular format, but whatever it is, I hope it's working for you. The sound is 5x5. A-OK. What am I so interested in telling you that I'm going to tell you, even though I'm bringing you such low production value in terms of visuals? Well, it's because the information is high production value in terms of quality. That's what I like to share, is high quality information. So today I'm going to mention to you something fun about trading. If you've been trading over the past several days, you might have noticed things like the price of Bitcoin has gone up. It had a nice move to the upside. And you might have noticed that last week I was telling people that this was the very likely scenario to happen at the end of last week, the beginning of this week. Why? Because of the maths. And I've been saying it for some weeks now on the daily time frame and lower time frames, but also as high as the monthly. Again, why? Because of the maths. We saw very clearly on the monthly time frames that there were all kinds of wonderful things happening, like on the Bitcoin monthly time frame, the asset rose above and closed above the power mean. Ooh, what is that? Ooh, power mean. It's like the mean, but more powerful. Rose above and closed above the 30 length power mean, and then had a whole week above it last week. So this week it was again, in the monthly time frame, yeah, rose above it and closed above it 2 months ago on the 30 power mean of the monthly time frame. Last month was above it the whole time and closed above it. And so this month it was a natural play if you're an investor looking for longer term moves, that the monthly time frame was in a good place for placing a move to the upside. And so far, it has been good for the last 2 months, very nicely to the upside. On the weekly time frames, we saw an intersect of the power mean and an RMLR. Sure enough, like clockwork, within 0 to 4 candles, it is highly expected to see a move, because that's what happens. And that's exactly what happened. And on the 0 candle and on the 1. The reason that that happens is because of the probabilities and the statistics. It's really not that complicated. And on the daily time frame, we saw another intersect of power mean and RMLR. So same thing, expected to see a move within 0 to 4 candles, and sure enough, we saw a move. And a move is usually a nice move relative to the time frame. Boy, oh boy, was it nice. If you if you'd taken the longs from the past week on the daily, that's well over a 10% move or so, something like that. And if you'd taken it from where there was that outlier to the downside third standard deviation band from once I said once this stops banging this band, there will be a mean reversion to the RMLR, which is currently above. And back then I was saying it's currently above at around 41,000, 42,000. People were saying you're nuts because then the price was whatever it was, 35 or so K. Now it's 41's too far away. People who are not traders of crypto would say that. Of course, those who know crypto and Bitcoin know that that is not even a big move to make over a fairly long period of time, like a couple weeks, which is a long time in the crypto world. And of course, what did the asset do? Walked over and shot up and mean reverted and got practically to that RMLR some hours ago. Came very close to it. That RMLR is currently around like 42 or something like that, whatever it was, 42.6, 41.6, 42, I don't remember. Anyway, whatever. Looking at a lot of prices on different assets, so I don't always remember the price of every asset, but it's up very nicely from when it was down at that third standard deviation bar to the downside, expanded to the downside on the RMLR, which again, people said, no, that's just a freak circumstance. It's an outlier circumstance. It's not a, you can't count that one. When it just spikes up, and when the band just spikes up and down like that and just happens to run into the intercept, you can't count that. To which I say, well, you have evidence that it works repeatedly, and it doesn't fail just because it's a one-time occurrence, and it seems like a random event. Randomness is part of the overall market picture. Randomness contributes to the overall market picture, right? You can't just discount it. It is a part and parcel of the whole thing. Also, it wasn't random that it was there. It went there because maths, not because randomness. You can look at the different time frames, and you can see that it was on a random walk on certain time frames. Also, it was in trending move on certain time frames. So it depends which time frame you're looking at. When you tell me, oh, it was completely random that it was there. No, not completely. There was some randomness involved. There was also some non-randomness involved. There's some very clear entropic trending move happening when that happened. So overall, it was not a surprise to see the daily make the move and get practically there on yesterday's candle. For those of you who are watching this in the future, I don't know if you see the date on this, but very often YouTube will make the date not fully visible. So what is today? It's December the 8th, right? It's Tuesday anyway, December the 8th. And on Monday, Bitcoin nearly completed that mean reversion to that 30-12 RMLR to the upside on the daily time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, we saw many nice intersects between the power means and the RMLRs, and we saw lots of great movements. Again, like clockwork within those 0 to 4 candles. It's not an accident that I use these ways and means to place these trades. The RMLR does actually let you really see into the future. I mean, a certain segment of information with a very high degree of accuracy. Can I say that it's 100% accurate every single time? I don't know. Maybe not. But can I say that it's accurate over 99% of the time? Yeah, I can say that. Can I say that it's accurate more than that? Yeah, I can say that. How do I know that? Because I've looked at it enough. I've used it enough. I've measured it enough. I've done the science on it enough that I know, right? When our brain guy who makes the math, who does the math for us after trading, came up with, a way to make this RMLR indicator. I spent a long time on it. Immediately figured out, along with my fellow alpha traders, how to use it to see certain things about the future of the RMLR. And guess what? It worked. Like, amazingly well. And because of that, knowing where to do moves that involve the assets seeing the returns move away from the means, or the assets mean reverting, is a lot more predictable. So that is one of the predictive probabilities powers, because we have the ability to quite literally see the future direction of the RMLR. We also have the ability to put that within the scope of a projection boss. So you can see where the RMLR is moving through the future projection boss, which is showing you the distribution model of your liking, whether it's Laplace or normal. Therefore, you can tell the direction of the future RMLR. Again, if you're not familiar with what that is, come into our Discord to learn all about it. It's the reverse mean log returns, and you can find out all about just exactly how that works. As a trader, shouldn't really matter to you how it works as a mathematician unless you're deep into the math, and then in that case, raise your hand, let us know. We love onboarding more math people. But as a trader, what you're looking for is how to use the tool to make the right trades. It turns out there's a bunch of ways you can use the tools. You just got to learn them. And we will literally tell you that information for free, because we're not incentivized by having you like click on some affiliate link or other nonsense. Right? We're not shilling you anything, because it's not in our interest to do that. But why isn't it in your interest to do that? Well, it's not in our interest to do that because we don't live on selling you affiliate link clicks. Right? The traders in the group are exactly that. They're traders. Right? We trade. So if you can trade and you want to trade with better tools than the ones that are commonly shilled across the board by people using voodoo technical analysis, then by all means, come on in to the, go into the Alpha Trading Discord. You'll find the link to it. If you just go to alphatradinghq.com, or just go directly to alphatradinghq.com/Discord, and it'll take you to the Discord, which is free to access the public areas and to learn all the basics, all the fundamentals, and even get a set of free indicators, which we call the Volatility Starter Pack. And you can request that Volatility Starter Pack just by opening a ticket, a support ticket. You go to the Request Support channel and you create a ticket by pushing the Create a Ticket button. And then once you've done that and you're in the middle of a new ticket, you just tell us your TradingView username so that we can grant you the free access to the volatility starter pack of indicators. And we'll also give you for free a chart that is preloaded with those indicators. And if you have a full TradingView subscription, you'll be able to see all those indicators on one chart. If you don't, then you might have to make a couple of different charts or whatever. Depends on your number of indicators per chart. But you'll basically be getting the volatility starter pack of indicators and the free chart. And they are yours to keep for free as long as you are in the Discord. So, like, and you don't leave the server. Right? And there's a ton of educational information about those indicators. There's chat rooms. We can ask questions. There's, videos you can watch. There's free tools aside from the indicators to help you learn. Free educational, authoritative guidebook, you name it. There's no shortage of ways for you to learn. And once you do learn, once you have figured that out, then there's other things you can do there too. But that's the basic thing you got to do is go get those tools, learn how they work, ask a ton of questions because that's the best thing to do. And I really mean it, like a ton. As much as you can ask, and then ask more. We don't mind. We like it. The more you ask, the better. So do that, and that's it. Happy trading, folks. See you.